So I haven't done one of these in a while, but today I wanted to come to y'all and talk to y'all about Pride. This being Pride Month for the Gender and Sexual Minority Community, or GSM. Also known commonly as LGBTQ community. Now, everyone's in an uproar because three guys came together and wanted to do something called Straight Pride. The thing is we have done probably in some cases, a really great job of letting people know what Pride is about and the reason that it has to happen or the reason that it does happen. And with some people, and I would assume these three individuals, they have not gotten the education that they need of why there needs to be a pride, just like there needs to be other things for minorities out there that celebrate who they are, because in the past, so much of their history has either been whitewashed by white males or has been straight washed to eliminate the history of gays, lesbians, bisexuals, and transgenders. With that being said, that's the reason that that's the reason. I understand that maybe these three guys are doing it because they're trolls. Awesome. Good for them. They're getting some attention. We have to approach it in a way that says, why is there still a need for pride? The reason there's still a need for pride is because it seems like every time I turn around, a transgender individual has been murdered in this country. Not to mention the fact that GSMs are still put in prison and executed in other countries simply because of being who they are. So there's that. Then you look at the fact that even within this country, I can't go down in some towns and have to fill out a frickin' form to get a permit to have a parade or have a get-together in a park and call it the Pride Parade or the Pride event. And the person who's behind that counter can deny me for whatever reason. And then I have to fight for that. Whereas other things, happen okay. Including people having family reunions because they're proud of their family. Has it been taken over a lot by corporations? Sure. Is it our responsibility to remember what Pride is about? To remember the transgender individuals that refused well before Stonewall to set at a counter in California about Stonewall itself in New York, which just now the New York Police Department is apologizing for. So let's talk about, everybody wants to say, why is it needed? Why are you have to be proud of who you are? It's not about us. It's not only about us being proud of who we are because we were born this way. It's because there's still so many people that don't believe that we were born this way, that we chose. It's also the fact that up until recently, and even in many sitcoms, the GSM community is displayed based on stereotypes. Just recently have there been in film and television and entertainment and in mainstream media, which is where we, as young individuals, that we see that who and what we are is okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. An actual loving, monogamous couple, that it's okay to be transgendering into who you believe you are. So as long as that is not the norm, and some people really think that that's the problem, is that it's going to become the norm, that those people get to live and be free and live as they wish, as long as they're not harming anybody. Oh my God, let's that liberty could actually, oh my God, it's going to stop your life, which is totally ridiculous because of the moral police that are out there. Always somebody wants to call when I'm doing something. So anyway, until we don't have to worry about, if we walk down the street, that we are going to be attacked, assaulted, murdered, till we don't have to worry about that we're going to be locked up because we're trans while walking, until we are not actually vilified by individuals, we will continue to have prides. Because for some individuals like myself who grew up in a very rural part of Texas, that was an amazing thing to see and know that I was not a freak of nature, that I was not okay, that I was more than what everyone else thought of this sinner that was going to hell. So just remember that. It has nothing to do with your straightness. It has nothing to do with who you are. It has everything to do with those individuals that are gender and sexual minorities being able to say, here I am, it's okay, look at all these other people that are just like me, and it makes me even know even more that I'm okay. And I'm not going to take getting harassed, assaulted, murdered. I'm not going to take being imprisoned for it anymore. And if you don't think that that's a beautiful thing, that those individuals should be able to live as they see fit, as they choose, as long as they're not harming anybody else, then you don't understand what liberty is. So if you want to subscribe, feel free. I don't get on here a lot. I probably will more in the future, but I know this one is a long one, but it's kind of needed.